Good morning, good evening, and good night, guys, wherever you are. This is Marco, mpmode.com, sending blessing to all of you. Welcome to The Mind and the Matrix Part 2. If you haven't watched my first video, Part 1, I suggest you to do so that you can have a better understanding of the concept. You can go to the website and click on the link above this video and watch it. Then come back here. Part 2. In this video, we're going to dive a little bit deeper on your second and your third mind. And going back to the computer analogy, now that you have your operating system up and running, you have the chance to install several programs of your choice on top of that. For example, you want to install a text editor, a game, or a music program. Good. The same way, in your early age, or maybe even later, you go to school, you learn new skills, new sport, a new language. When you do this, you are consciously making efforts to study, to practice, and all the information that you get, all the instructions that you get, little by little, they get stored into your subconscious mind until they become automatic. And by now you may already understand why the same thing may be easy to learn for somebody and harder for somebody else, right? But let's dive a little bit deeper. Your conscious mind is your thinking mind, your objective mind. It develops from 6 years of age onwards, and it's basically what makes us different from the animals, because it allows us to consciously experience the physical world. Right? From 6 years of age onwards, you gain the ability to be able to consciously understand the reality and select which experience is meaningful for you and which is not. You basically get a filter through which you can choose which belief you want to absorb and make yours, and which belief you don't want, because you are aware that that particular belief is not serving you. All the programs that you want to install on your operating system are basically the content of your conscious mind. If a program is accepted, then it installs, it becomes part of the operating system, and everything works together in harmony. But what if a program is not accepted? Because here is where things get interesting. In order for a program to be accepted by the operating system, the program has to comply 100% with the instructions and the requirements of the operating system. In the case of your subconscious mind, these instructions are obviously your beliefs. Let's say that you have a goal that you want to achieve in your life. Let's say that you want to make money. Okay? What you do is you try to take conscious actions, make conscious efforts, and if your subconscious mind is okay with that, if the program complies with your requirements, then you make money. You achieve the goal. Remember that the program cannot work on its own. In order to work, the program has to have access to all the resources of the system, and these resources are granted by the operating system upon approval, right? Your subconscious mind is responsible for your well-being, physical and emotional. Let's say that you have a belief which says money is evil, or only dishonest people make money, or money doesn't grow on trees. You may have downloaded this belief from your school, from your education, from your family, from your church or your religion. Doesn't matter, the belief is there. Whenever you try to make conscious actions towards that goal, the belief will stop the program from being installed. You try to install the program over and over again, and the program simply won't make it. Your goal, your actions will stay into your conscious part, because your goal won't be able to tap into the resources of the system. And at some point what will happen? You give up. And this is simply because your subconscious mind does not want you to become an evil person. And this is precisely why the poor tend to stay poor and the rich tend to get richer. Now, let's say that you want to make it. Let's say that you have this goal that you want to achieve. Think about what happens when you try to install a program on your computer and the program does not install. I am a computer guy, so when this happens, I look for a solution. I maybe search on the internet, write technical support, find the way. When I get to the root of the problem, okay, I change one particular instruction in my operating system, and if I change the right instruction the right way, then the program installs. Do you know somebody who's trying to achieve a goal by making efforts over and over again, but they never seem to make it? Is that person you? Albert Einstein used to say two things which relate pretty well to this topic. One, you can't solve the problem with the same thinking that you used when you created it. Two, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You see, the problem is that in this particular case, your actions are limited to your conscious understanding, which is very limited. The only way is to raise your awareness, which is basically what I'm trying to do with my videos. Your subconscious mind has the ability to process about 40 million operations per second. Your conscious mind only 40. When you try to make conscious efforts, but you find resistance, which is the result of one or more subconscious beliefs, it's like when you're fighting with an army of 40 soldiers against 40 millions. There's no way you can win. If you have a subconscious belief which is limiting your actions, right? And you try to take actions, your subconscious mind will constantly sabotage your efforts. As a result, you get frustrated, you give up, and you will reinforce that limiting belief once again. So now that you are aware of how this mechanism works and how the creation of your reality works, what do you think the best thing to do would be? Exactly. Change the fucking instruction. Change the belief. In the case of your computer, changing the instruction is really easy if you know where to look for and if you know what you're doing. The same is true for your subconscious beliefs, right? In the next video we talk about how to become aware of your limiting beliefs and how to test them. And in another video, we'll talk about how to actually change a belief. But hey, wait a minute. Where is the third mind? Well, the third mind is the internet, the so-called superconscious mind. I want you to think of the superconscious mind as something infinite. The internet is not infinite, but it's big enough to be considered as such. You can call the superconscious mind the way you want: God, higher self, source, doesn't matter. The superconscious mind is the place where all things are possible. You can find pretty much everything on the internet, right? Internet is where you found your program that you want to install, where you found me. You think that's a coincidence? You see, when you dream about something, when you daydream about something, about achieving a goal or earning something, that dream already exists in the superconscious mind. The same way, when you're looking for a program for your computer, more than likely that program is already available on the internet. I want you to think of your goal of becoming rich, of getting rich, this way, okay? Imagine your bank account being loaded with money. Imagine you having 10, 20 million in your bank account. Can you do that? Of course you can do that. If having a lot of money is relevant to you, you start to take actions towards the goal. You start to download the program. The point is that, once again, if the operating system doesn't like the program, if your belief system doesn't like your dream, it won't work. There's a quote by Henry Ford, and the quote says, "Whether you believe you can or you can't, you'll be right." Now, guys, this is the matrix. You have been programmed. Important. Before blaming your parents, your teachers, your school, your church, you have to understand that all the persons involved in your programming have been programmed as well. And on top of that, simply blaming other people will not help you to change your operating system, your belief system. What you can do, what you should do, is take full responsibility for your own well-being. And 1, become aware of your beliefs and determine the ones that are not serving you. 2, change those beliefs. And 3, define your goal and take actions with the new set of beliefs. This is how you become your greatest version. This is how you create the reality of your dreams. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Feel free to tell me what you think by leaving a comment in the section below. For those of you who want to lose fat and build muscle and they think they can't, or should I say believe they can't because they don't have enough money, time and space, I suggest you to get a copy of my book by going to my website mpmode.com, clicking on the products tab, and just follow the instruction. Hopefully it will help you to change a little bit your belief system if that's what you want. If you like the video, you can show your appreciation by going to my website, click on the donate button at the bottom of every page, and donate any amount you think is equal to the information. At the very least, you can share this video with your family and friends which you think may benefit from the information. That's it for today. As always, remember, stay strong, stay smart, stay healthy, and I'll see you soon.